las 2 de la mañana, el antro ya va a cerrar, pero antes de...
Alright, so a couple of days later, he kept calling me a lot. He kept calling me a lot on the phone. So we started developing like this really good, close relationship over the phone. One day, he invited me again, yo ay voy, and we started walking like through his neighborhood. He started like showing me que era el cholo del barrio, I guess. Again, he rushed me. I went for it, and he told me, do you want to be my blondie? And I laughed, and I was like, well, yeah. I was expecting like serenata, like the sign, do you want to be my girlfriend?
No.
That fool me dijo, do you want to be my blondie? Pues I said, yeah. I didn't think that was a formal way of asking a girl to be their chick and shit. I was just like, yeah, go for it.
Huh? But better than me. They would tell me, do you want to be with me?
Pero I don't know, I didn't think nothing of it. I would take it because he would kind of tell me like, I miss you. And I was like, I remember I told my friend, do you think I'm with him? My friend was like, oh, I don't know. Well, did he ask you? I don't know. I mean, he told me if I wanted to be his blondie. I said, ask him. So she got on the phone and she told him, are you guys together? And he said, yeah. I was like, oh, shit, we are together. She went, you guys are together. What do I say?
If you would have had Facebook, you would have updated your status. In a relationship.
So, I guess I had 2 boyfriends. Not 1, but 2. I was like, holy shit.
Why are we teaching?
Okay, so I had 2 boyfriends, not 1, but 2. So, remember, getting pimped was just getting pimped. I didn't like them anymore. I was trying my best to kind of break it off with him. I just didn't know how. Because remember, I'm going back to high school and I need a lot of clothes. Because I haven't been in high school in 3 freaking years. So, like, real high school.
And she was always getting into, like, a fight with my parents. So, she didn't have that type of relationship I had with them. So, instead of you pimping my parents, you were pimping your boyfriend.
So, basically, I was getting pimped for dough. And I had this new boyfriend that was a cholo. I don't know, I didn't even take him into consideration. Guess what? He wouldn't even back me up to go to parties. That was just partying on his own. I was doing my own thing. But remember, we're together. So I have 2 boyfriends now. Little by little, the relationship between me and getting pimped started getting farther away. Because I started being more close to Chris Brown. I remember that he started calling me a lot. Like this is where the abuse starts and it begins. From the very beginning, I remember that he started calling me a lot. He used to call me like really early in the morning, like at 5, 6 in the morning when he would get up to go to school. And I remember was that I would pick up and like I've always had the type of relationship like getting pimped. He would call me all day, but with him it was different. It was like the type of relationship that if I didn't pick up right when he called, he would get mad. And he wouldn't call me for the whole day until the next day. I didn't think nothing of it. Me and getting pimped were getting really far away until I just decided to break it off with him. We started getting really distant from each other. It's just that I didn't know how to break up with them because we were together for so long that I felt really bad because all the time that I would try to break up with them, I remember that he would like cry and get into this like way that I felt really bad. Chris Brown started taking up all my time. He would call me all day. He started like telling me we're gonna see each other like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. He started making like a schedule for us, and like I had to like go through with it. I remember that Chris Brown started making like the schedule that I had to see him at that time and at this precise moment, and we had to see each other, and if we didn't see each other, he would just stay quiet when I would see him the next time. I remember that we started like spending a lot of time together. I remember that having two boyfriends was really, really, really frustrating for me because remember, I'm back in high school. And I had to like leave one boyfriend and like at least try to talk to Getting Pimp because I was still with him. When me and Getting Pimp basically broke up completely, me and I was basically Chris Brown's freaking property 100%. That he just started making schedules up for us. In the beginning, he would not tell me like what to wear, how to wear it, what to do, or nothing like that. He would just tell me we're gonna see each other Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Saturday and the other days, I'm doing my thing. I don't know, I didn't think nothing of it. He started telling me things like, what do you do at school? It's because a lot of people say that you're always flirting, that you're always talking to a bunch of guys. And I was like,
keep in mind, she's at Garfield and he's at another school.
And keep in mind, I'm young. I'm not a saint. I never said I was. I'm not a saint. I never said that I was a saint. I'm not. Remember, I was with two guys at the same time. But he started like being really insecure. He started asking me a lot of questions. A lot of places that I would go to at school or things that I would do, he kind of knew, and I was like, how does he know? I even started kind of like being like suspicious about my own friends, thinking it was, I wonder if they're the ones that tell him. Like how does he know so much info on me? How does he know that today we like had like a water war at school? Or like, how does he know that my sister went into like the middle of the pavilion and danced crazy? How does he know that I have like history for third, and like that I have like this teacher that was like a big pervert with me for sixth? And like I was like, I wonder if my friends are the ones telling him. Like, how does he know so much info on me? 3 months into the relationship, I remember that he started having like a big rage against my friends. He started calling them like, they're fucking stupid, your friends are fucking bitches, they're fucking hoes, they're fucking sluts. I wouldn't say nothing, I would just laugh and like tell him, so your friends are fucking ugly. Like, instead of like saying like, don't be disrespecting my friends, you better have more respect for my friend. No, nothing like that. I was just like, oh, shut up. Like, like, why do you say that? That was me. He was like, man, that's what you guys are all. That's what they say. You guys are hoes. That's what they say, that all of you guys are fucking bitches.
That pisses me off so much now as an adult. Like, you guys are hoes and you guys are hoes, but yet they would go and cheat on you.
So, 3 months into the relationship, he started disrespecting all my friends, but I didn't think nothing. I was like, well, there, I started getting a little more like into him. It started off that he started like regulating all the phone calls, all the people that I would talk to. He started like telling me that I couldn't be like promoting or being from party crews, that I had to like get out from like any social thing that I had to like turn off all my social media. I remember that on my social media I would like do it like really, really discretamente because no le gustaba, se enojaba. But yet he was able to be from somewhere. He was able to talk to whoever the hell he wanted to talk to. He was able to do everything he wanted to do, but I couldn't. I remember that this was my thing. Your comb, please. He started telling me that I looked like a fucking hoe combing my hair. And I was like, what? Yeah, you look like a fucking hoe combing your fucking hair. You look fucking stupid combing your hair.
Your little sister could do it. Really let her be, but not you.
You look fucking dumb. You look really stupid doing that shit. Who the fuck do you comb your hair for? I was like, no me salgan piojos. I was like, I don't know. I mean, I'm just combing my hair. Oh, shut the fuck up with your fucking comb. He threw my comb. I remember that my comb broke. My own friends, what friends tenía, se empezaron a reír. I remember that they called my sister and they were like, oh my god.
Yeah, like, okay, so my sister was older than us, and they used to look at her like idolize her, And then one day, one of my friends, like, instead of her telling her, like, really, dude, like, you really need this guy. She called me laughing hysterically, telling me, oh, this is your sister? Like, for real? And, like, in reality, like, I mean, because this guy doesn't like her. She acts like a little girl. He got her comb, threw it in the floor, and she was crying, running behind him. I would have expected so much from her. Oh my goodness, what have I been idolizing in all this time?
I was basically like the Little Mermaid without the fork. I didn't have my comb anymore. I would kind of like comb my hair before I would get to him or after, because I couldn't have my brush around him anymore, because I couldn't. He would get pissed off. He started telling me to cover fucking up. 4 months into the relationship, I had hickeys all the fucking time because he basically let me know that I was his property and that was it. Remember, my dog's my property, but I don't treat him like shit. And I don't call him stupid or I don't call him names. My dog treats me like hell because he's a husky, but I nunca le dejo hickeys. You guys should see my dog. He's freaking gorgeous. He has blue eyes and shit.
Insert picture. That's going.
Okay, so like he started treating me like his property. He started putting me hickeys and he started like basically letting me know how I was gonna dress. He would go into my house and he started ripping all my clothes. I remember that I was so in love with Winnie the Pooh, but right now it's like this cute creature. And I remember that he got the Winnie the Pooh and he started like poking holes on him. He basically ripped all my Winnie the Pooh.
I remember que llegaba from, because when we were in Garfield, keep in mind, like, oh my goodness, guys, we used to dress like if we were going to like Premios Juventud, Premios a la Radio, like if it was like a night at Malecón, like we used to overdress, and like our closet was filled with like all these high-heeled shoes and like all these little blouses, like a bunch of strings. All my friends would go over and like get blouses from us because I was getting clothes from my parents. She was getting clothes from getting pimped. So we had a lot of clothes, and I had never seen this guy act like this before. I remember one day he got there and he just started yanking everything from the closet, ripping everything.
All my shoes, all my heels, he started ripping them.
My best friend, and some guy that I was dating at that time, los quedamos like, with our eyes like, what the fuck is this guy doing? He started like going through like our closet, ripping all of our platforms, all the teddy bears, yanking them, ripping them. He would go to like my mom's kitchen drawer, get the knives, guys, and start ripping everything. There was one point in where I was like, this isn't right, what the fuck? And like I got this gancho and I started hitting him with it. At that moment, you guys, he didn't do me nothing. Like he didn't react. I'm assuming because kind of like I stepped up to him. I remember I told him like, don't be fucking doing this shit in my room. Don't be doing this. Like, I was scared, guys, to, like, leave stuff on my drawers. Because él nomás llegaba and he thought other guys would give them to her. And he would, like, break everything.
So, the first time that he called me, his favorite word, his favorite pet name for me was bitch. And the first time he ever did that was 5 months into the relationship. I remember that I used to love to get my nails done. I remember that I used to love to get my nails done. I remember that time I got my nails done green. And I'll go ahead and I'll insert a pic. I had my nails green. I remember that he picked me up and he was kind of quiet. And I was like, I wonder if he's quiet. Que esté enojado. He was like, me dejaba con hickeys y todo eso ya estaba pasando. Yo me acuerdo que I had my nails really long and he started telling me, why do you get your nails done so much? Because you like to flirt at school, huh? You're so fucking stupid. You know, you're a fucking bitch. And I was like, instead of like contestándole para atrás, me quedé quiet. And I remember I told him, why are you calling me a bitch for? He went, cause you're a fucking bitch. This was my reaction all the way to the movies. When we got off, he just acted like if nothing happened. He hugged me. We went into the movies. He got hit up a couple of times. I was kind of quiet. I remember that we were watching a movie of a big balloon. And like he had a real big head. If it would have been like another day, I would have probably not stopped laughing. But that day I was kind of quiet. He told me, do you want something to eat? And I told him, no. He went, well, I'm going to go get something to eat. He left. And he came back and he threw me a bag of Cheetos like that. No, I didn't eat it. I didn't eat the Cheetos. They were closed. I remember I got the Cheeto bag and he told me, yeah, why aren't you wanting to Cheetos? Wouldn't getting pimped buy you a bunch of Cheetos? I was like, no. He told me, yeah, Cheetos are like for fucking hoes. They're for fucking bitches and they're for sluts. That's who Cheetos are for. I was like, we went home. He called me maybe that night like at 8. And for some reason that night, I had school the next day. Remember, I had school the next day. I was in high school. He didn't let me get off of the phone until like 1 in the morning. That's when the abuse of the phone started. That I couldn't get off of the phone until he said. I couldn't pick up the other line anymore. He wouldn't let me pick it up. He would tell me, if you pick it up, you're a fucking hoe and you're a fucking bitch because I know your men are calling you. I started feeling kind of trapped. I remember that I started feeling like I have to do what he says. I don't know why. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that song by Rihanna, the how does it go?
The Love the Way You Lie?
Yeah. You know that song? I love the way you lie. That song, it was me. I felt like if he was my drug and I had to have him there. I had to have him there. It was like a non-stop thing that like I had to have him and I had to keep him there and I had to keep him there. I couldn't pick up the other line. I had to stay with the phone. I had to stay with him on the phone till like él decidía that we could hang up. Keep in mind, I'm still in high school. I'm a senior. Things started getting worse from there. They started getting worse. He started telling me how to dress. If I would slip up one day and I would wear a dress or a skirt to school, somehow he found out. He had people spying on me. He had people telling him basically what I did and what I didn't do. He told me to stop fucking dyeing my hair because I was a fucking hoe, because I was a fucking slut. He started telling me that I used to love to wear like eyeshadows, like pink eyeshadows. And he started telling me that pink was for fucking hookers.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's like,
we grow up, guys, and oh my god, like I guess like with all the education that we have and like it's just common sense, like it's so ridiculous like what she went through that it's like it's not cute to see anybody going through it, like at all.
Okay. Going forward, 6 months into the relationship, remember we went to the same middle school. I remember that the first time he ever hit me, we went to McDonald's. McDonald's was really close to his house, and I remember that at McDonald's we seen some guy that we hadn't seen for a long time. I'm gonna call him Darcy. This guy Darcy happened to see both of us, and he went, "Hey, my God, oh my God, I haven't seen you guys in such a long time."
He did talk like that.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. How you guys been? He gave both of us a hug. He was normal. He got his order. He left. Chris Brown got this face. We got our order. He bit his cheeseburger. He threw it. He left to the bathroom, and I wonder if he left me here. I didn't even touch my food. I was like,
you didn't eat it?
I just left it there. He came back. He told me, well, let's leave. No, my dad's here. We got on his car. We got on his dad's car. He took me to his house. He got off of the car without helping me off of the car, nothing. I stood in the car like, damn, what do I do? Should I go home? Should I call my mom? Remember, me and my mom didn't have a good relationship at that time, or my dad. What do I do? Who do I call? Should I call my friend from the front? What do I do? How do I do it?
Who did you want to call?
My friend, my little friend Ray Ray.
Which one's that one?
My little friend, let me see. Let me think of a better name for him. Okay. I was gonna.
Beaver, man.
Yeah, I wanted to call Beaver, but I stood in the van and I was like, what do I do? Like, how do I get out of this? Or what do I do? He came back to the van and he told me, what the fuck? Are you gonna get off or what the fuck?
He was bipolar?
Well, hurry the fuck up. Get off of the fucking car, man. I stood outside of his door and I was like, well, what the fuck, going? You want everyone to see you? Look how you're dressed like a fucking hoe. I was dressed in long black pants, a sweater that he would make me wear. I don't even think I even had my hair dyed at that point. I had like my roots up to here. I remember that I think I dyed it back when, I don't know, I think when I went back to one of the dances or something, when I went back to school after vacation, I don't know. I know that I had my roots up to here. I was just like, and they said to me, man, come in. I went into his room. When we went into his room, I remember that I heard his parents come in. So, I don't know, I wasn't that scared anymore. I remember that we went into his room. He had like 2 bunk beds. It was one that was his brother's and one that was his, and I sat on his brother's bunk bed. He was quiet, looking down, and he told me, what? You want to watch one of your fucking shows? Those, the ones that you like to watch because you want to copy the girls and be hoes like them? No. I was just like quiet. I don't know, you guys. I looked up at the mirror and I remember that he always had a picture of me in his mirror and it wasn't there. And I told him, where's my picture at? Where's my picture at? Shut the fuck up, fucking bitch. You're a fucking hoe. That's why you were all fucking flirty right now with fucking Darcy. I was like, what? I told him, but you told him hi too. You told him hi too. Oh, shut the fuck up. He got me from my jaw like this. Like hard, just that I don't want to do it hard on her because she
my makeup. Oh yeah, and my neck.
He started getting me from my jaw. I started like my tears started coming down, and he did a smirk like this. He pushed me back, and he hit me here. Boom! I went. He pulled my hair down like this, and I was like, oh my God, what in the world? I just stood there like paralyzed crying. Maybe like 10 minutes into it, I remember that I felt like, I don't know, like something that I had totally lost. Like I felt like if all my dignity was gone, like if from this moment on I had completely fucking lost. Like I knew that my time being a fucking pimp was fucking over. I turned from being this fucking queen to being like this fucking shit. He fucking humiliated me like you can't imagine. I stood there and I took it, And 10 minutes later, he told me, I'm sorry. I don't know why I did that. I'm fucking stupid. I don't know. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I knew deep inside that he was never gonna be at least less of what he had just became at that moment. He took me home and he started accusing me of cheating on him every single other week. I come to find out that like he starts cheating on me like left and right. All these rumors start coming up. Remember, I'm still in high school. He used to cheat on me with a bunch of fucking enemies of mine that I just didn't get along with. He started fucking humiliating me. Every time he would cheat on me, I would cry. Somehow it started turning in a thing where when I would catch him cheating, he would kind of like change it. And he would make it like seem like if it was my fault somehow. He started pulling me. He started like pushing me down on his bed. He started like fucking smacking my face, getting my arms, pushing me, disrespecting me every single moment that I had. Damn, you guys. Alright, you guys, so I'm getting closer to the ending of my senior year. I remember that I started getting basically filled with bruises all over my arms, all over like my face. I used to use like a bunch of makeup to cover the bruises up. I used to wear sweaters because I wanted to cover the bruises up. I started off dressing like in all these colors, all these nails. I didn't even know what it felt like getting my nails done anymore. I started like dressing really like covered up. At school, I started being like real quiet, always like in another planet, always in a bad mood, always like just spaced out. He started making me do things that I never did before. Weed was never something that I liked. Like, you know, like now, like puedes hacer así una biche propaganda, but you could be fucking rich off of fucking weed brownies and shit. Cupcake, fucking brownies, fucking edibles, anything you want to do. Back then, I don't know, I just really like, that just wasn't my thing, drugs and alcohol. I don't know, I just never really was into that. I used to party and shit, but drugs and weed was just not something that I liked. Nobody and their mamas ever made me do anything I didn't want to, and he did. He would always tell me like, come on, smoke weed, stop acting like a little fucking girl, you're fucking dumb, you're a mean fucking, oh, me daddy. I don't know what the hell he was talking about because I never brought up my dad. From everybody that you guys know, I never said, daddy, I never said that. I didn't have a good relationship with my parents at that time. Somehow he made me like start smoking weed with him sometimes. He would make me like, come on, down the beer, just fucking down it. Yo como tonta iba to down it until un día like me emborraché. I got home. I remember that I slept the whole fucking day until the next day. Hasta que se me pasó el hangover. I felt like shit. I never touched a beer after that. My prom was getting really close, and I remember that he would like, I don't know if you guys ever get like those chambelanes en las quinceañeras that like tie you like no, they threaten the quinceañeras que like no van a salir, and the quinceañeras are all like, what do you mean they're not gonna come out? And like they keep threatening you like, vas a salir I'm not gonna come out in your quinceañera. That's how he was with me in prom. I'm not gonna go with you. I'm not gonna go. You're a fucking hoe. He would like threaten me. He knew that like prom was a really big deal to me. Yo fui, you know, yo cuando quería una quinceañera, I did my dress. I'm a fucking designer. Yo me ponía allí to like fucking draw my fucking dress out. My prom dress, I fucking drew it in a piece of paper. My dream was to have this fucking dress, basically estilo Elsa Guzman, with the fucking, limo. I thought I was gonna be like basically walking down like a red carpet. It all went down. He would always like threaten me that he wasn't gonna come out, go with me to the quinceañera, that he wasn't gonna go. I'm sorry, that he wasn't gonna go with me to prom. He would like threaten me every other day, que like he wasn't, he was. I am, I'm not. I am, I'm not. Casi como la canción de Ariana Grande. You want it, I got it. He was always like threatening me. I would tell my mom, it's saying he's not gonna come, he's not gonna go with me to prom. Like I don't know. My mom had a good relationship with him. So she would kind of tell him like, ay, tú sabes que sí, vas a ir con el cita. So he was like, he knew what would get to me. So basically he would just do it to make me suffer. He would tell me, I don't know. I was not scared that like in those days he was going to do something stupid, that they were going to lock him up, that he was not going to be able to go to my prom. Finally, prom came along, and I was fucking full with fucking all these fucking bruises in my arms that he had basically inflicted on me, and I had to pose in a certain way for the prom pictures, that he put his arm on me